The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the Morning Crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Now is your chance to qualify for the golden ticket that gets you and a guest into every Q101 event for a year. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q101.
Let's get it going. Week 2 of the golden ticket. Maybe you were out last week. Maybe you just stumbled back into Q101 after a little while. What this is a chance at everything Q101 does for an entire year. Every show from Riot Fest to Riot Fest, you will be there for free, and you qualify. How about this qualifying prize, by the way? Tickets to go see Depeche Mode at the Madhouse coming up Monday, November 13th, an encore performance with Depeche Mode. So all you have to do is text TOUCH to 312-591-8300 for your chance to win. Text TOUCH, TOUCH, to 312-591-8300. Text right now for your chance to win the Depeche Mode ticket to United Center, and then qualify for the golden ticket. Cannot stress how amazing and incredible it will be if you are the golden ticket winner. Picture this. You are there every week of the next year. Everything's taken care of. No stress in buying tickets. No stress in what show's going to come up tonight. A month away. Can I get there? No. You will be taken care of and set up for all your entertainment for an entire year. The golden ticket. So again, to qualify and win, text TOUCH to 312-591-8300. You win Depeche Mode tickets, and then you'll be qualified for the golden ticket.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Q101's Brian and Kenzie, and the golden ticket has been relaunched from the weekend. This is your chance to get involved in everything Q101 does for a year. Meaning you get access, you get in free, thousands and thousands of dollars of free concert tickets for you. Think about Riot Fest to Riot Fest. You have Picnic, you have Lollapalooza, besides those Riot Fests, of course. I don't know, there's bands like Pierce the Veil and Pearl Jam coming in. Yeah, stuff you cannot get tickets to. We have those. You will have them if you just do this. Your chance at it, text TOUCH, as in reach out, touch faith, because you'll win Depeche Mode tickets if you get through. Text TOUCH to 312-591-8300 right now for your chance to win Depeche Mode at the Madhouse Monday, November 13th. Our friends at Live Nation, of course, help us with all these shows. You're qualified for the golden ticket. You could be there at everything we do. No one does this. No one gets this except you. Your chance at it. Text TOUCH to 312-591-8300 right now. Coming up in a fact that makes your brain just blow up. Haunted houses finally explained. You ever been somewhere and felt some kind of presence or seen something you couldn't imagine? Well, it's finally been explained. There's no mystery to it at all. Once we give you this fact, coming up at 6:30 here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, a couple programming notes before we get to the fact that makes your brain go. Failed to mention so far that in 2.5 hours, we will have a major concert announcement. Now, I know you're used to hearing that phrase on radio stations since you started listening to the radio. This one's big. It's a big show.
This one's big, and at 9 o'clock, we're going to announce the show. We're going to give you a chance to win tickets before they go on sale, before they go on pre-sale. And also, the winner of that qualifies for Q101's golden ticket.
Yep, that will be the golden ticket qualifier at 9, and we'll also make the announcement with that. So, yes, it's a big deal at 9 a.m. with Brian and Kenzie and Q101. And that's Case, the producer, of course. And you notice Kenzie's not here right now. She's not here.
A little quieter than normal. The dulcet tones of Brian Haddad have been welcoming us all morning.
Oh, Lord. So here's the thing. she's okay. She's good. She's on her way in from Elgin, which will take an hour from now. So I guess she'll be here around maybe just in time for Clash with Kenzie. We'll see.
I think we should push back Clash with Kenzie to make sure it's the first thing she does when she gets here.
Oh, that'd be great. Now, I'll let her explain why she's not here right now and then why she's here when she gets here.
Yes.
We'll let her do all that. I'm not going to be a part of that at all. I don't need to be, but so I'll let you know she's okay. She's good. And she's on her way. Now, people make that drive in from Elgin, please text in and let us know what that commute's like. Like, if you come in from Elgin to the city, that's 44 miles, I believe. So a good hour, hour 15, hour and 20, I don't know.
Also, if you see Kenzie on the roadway, here's what I picture is that she's driving her Jeep with the driver's side window rolled down and like a frying pan in her hand so that anybody that could possibly get in her way, man, woman, child, car, pedestrian, they're all clearing the path for her so she can get to Q101 as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Clear out like it's a Super Bowl parade.
Yeah.
You know, let her through. Do not try to, don't honk at her if she's a little rude when driving by you. Don't do that. Just let her go. Trust me. You don't
let
want
her go.
You don't want that smoke. So when she gets here, we'll let her explain. Now, it is the first day of school for Elgin schools I know out there. That's just one little hint, maybe. I don't know. But I'll let her explain everything.
It's her story to tell.
It's her, yeah. It's not me. I'm not going to mansplain anything this morning.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay, geez.
Nice change of pace.
Very much so. So the fact that makes your brain go, we love haunted houses. We're about, 2 months away from Halloween?
Yeah.
Jeez. August, September, October. 2.5 months from Halloween. And something that you've seen that you can't explain at a haunted house or just a house that was haunted. Maybe it's your house. And there's always some kind of story that, a kid killed the whole family in their sleep. It's always something like that.
At a haunted house?
No, at a house that's haunted.
Oh. It's like, what are they doing at these business enterprises?
Well, Case says that Case has never been to a haunted house. Ever.
No, I don't like Halloween. And I know sometimes I feel like I'm portrayed as a grump on this show, which I don't think is fair. I like a lot of things.
Really?
I'm not a grump.
Oh, wait, I meant to hit that. Sorry. You don't like anything.
I'm not a grump. I like a lot of things. What I don't like is anything that I have to wear a costume for. I have a very specific costume-related fear that I don't know if I've ever shared with you.
Well, you've shared a lot of fears, like he's afraid to drive.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Well, I'm afraid of cars, just in general. I think they're terrifying.
Yeah, let's start with that fear that's irrational. Then a fear of wearing a costume?
I have a fear of wearing a costume for a very specific reason. And that is, put yourself in the scenario that you're dressed up. What's the best Halloween costume you ever had? I'll use a specific example.
Well, last year it was being the Costco sample lady.
Imagine you're dressed as the Costco sample lady.
Yeah.
And you get in trouble and somebody yells at you. Do you know how humiliating it has to feel to get yelled at while wearing a costume? That has taken the joy out of Halloween for me completely.
This is your fear?
Completely. That I'm going to get yelled at while wearing a costume. I don't want to deal with it.
Because you don't want to fight back wearing a costume?
No, it's not like a physical altercation. Being dressed down, like think principal to student, I'm getting yelled at while wearing a costume. To me, that is the most humiliating idea possible.
Huh.
So I've never been to a haunted house nor a house that is haunted.
Okay, either one of those situations, there's an explanation for a house that's haunted, not a haunted house. Every time they investigate a house that's haunted, someone says they saw a ghost or the floor creaks at a certain time every night at 3:10. They found high levels of carbon monoxide in those houses or those houses or some other kind of poison in the air, leading to the fact that they're all hallucinations. Nothing is real. Ghosts are not real. Any kind of creaking is not real. It's in your own head based on that when they investigate these homes every time they find that.
So it's kind of like a haunted hot box.
If you will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen a ghost in a house, and I don't remember anybody ever coming in there and check the carbon monoxide to see if we would still live. I don't know how they go do that. That's the first thing they do in these other homes.
Don't blow by that. You saw a ghost?
Yes. Now, this was in my own bedroom. In my home. There was a picture in the Guinness Book of World Records that freaked me out. And I don't want to be canceled, but they used to call us Siamese twins. I don't think they can do that anymore. Conjoined twins.
I think conjoined is the word that we've landed on. Sorry. I know culture's ruined for you that you can't say Siamese anymore. I think conjoined is the word.
This is the first time I've had to use it in years, and the only way I remember how to describe what that is. And it was a very creepy old black and white picture from the 1700s.
Okay.
And I got scared as a kid.
Because you thought you saw the conjoined twins in your room?
I did see them in my room. How dare you say you thought?
I don't believe in ghosts.
I know. Well, I believe in this. I saw it because one of them reached out and touched me with my shoulder. And this happened many, many years ago. I can still feel the cold hand on my shoulder. And I know it's real. And no one checked the house for carbon monoxide after that. But we had a nice, safe, middle-class house that I think was okay.
Oh, you did quite well.
Well, my dad did okay.
Was the hand caressing you, or was it more like a punch?
It was just a brush. So
Okay.
I wouldn't say caress, but I mean it was a little brush on my shoulder.
A little rub down for the conjoined twins.
Like woke me up, and I saw both of them sitting there, and it freaked me out. And I still have nightmares today if I think about the picture. I'll try to find the picture and post it maybe.
You want to find a picture of the ghost?
Well, the conjoined twins that scared me.
That's a good use of your time, Brian. I think you should do that.
I'll spend the afternoon on that and get it all set up for you later on Facebook's, do that.
Yeah.
Sure. So, yeah, I still believe because I saw that and that's how it affected me. I'm not buying this carbon monoxide thing, but that's what they say, that every haunted house that's haunted, I should say, has been investigated afterward and there was some kind of poison in the air like carbon monoxide, so you're all dreaming it, they're saying. I don't think anybody out there has seen a ghost and believes they're seeing it. A ghost touched them on the shoulder.
I would love to hear people's ghost stories at 312-591-8300.
I'm just curious. In case has never been into a haunted house, never been to Statesville, never been any of that stuff,
No.
those great times.
No.
Yeah. You're going this Halloween.
Okay. Is that a threat?
The ghosts will drag you there. And
If our crew members would like to take me to a haunted house, I'm sure I'm game, but I don't like spooky things. I'm not Kenzie's whole thing is every year is Halloween, not for me.
Yeah. Well, we're going to change that this year, and the crew members want to take Case around. Good luck with that. That's a fact. It makes your brain go. All houses that are haunted have carbon monoxide in them, according to a study. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we just did the fact that makes your brain go. It said all haunted houses that are haunted, when they are checked out after a report, they find high levels of carbon monoxide or other poisons in the air, meaning that it's all fake. That's all in your head. You're all hallucinating that you saw a ghost or you heard a creak or something like that. So I think it seems like a government ploy to stop people saying, just like UFOs, to say there are no ghosts. We know there's real ghosts, but we're not going to tell you.
I'm not a ghost guy, but I have become so UFO pilled in the last month and am determined and bound to find what the government's hiding. And it's also... but are you with me in that even if we had proof that ghosts were real, they were an actual thing, here's how and why they haunt us, it seems like the type of thing that people would just move on from now?
Well, they've kind of moved on from the UFOs.
Yeah.
This story's been hammered down our throats for 6 months. Thank you, Tom DeLonge, for getting the government to actually say UFOs are real, and no one seems to care.
No, we have people testifying in Congress going, here's the unidentified flying objects that I saw, and it's not that big of a story?
Waiting 80 years for this information from Area 51. It's unbelievably stupid. I don't know why. We keep talking about it because we want to get the truth out there. But then again, when it comes from the government, you feel like it's a conspiracy. It's a scam. It's not real. I don't know who needs to say it.
Who, if somebody could prove to you that ghosts were real, who would be the person you would trust most?
The Rock.
I understand completely.
If The Rock says it, I'm going to believe it.
I'm with you.
Now, that's Case, the producer. We told you that Kenzie has a reason she's not here right now, but she's on her way in, and she's on the phone, so we'll talk to her in a second. Let's go to Jesus first. Jesus, ahoy.
Yeah, hi.
Okay, so you were talking about ghosts, and you know they're real, right? Is that what you said?
Oh, what I'm saying is I've seen things that I know they're real, yeah.
Well, explain, please.
And I've heard things. For example, when my kids were younger, they had electronic toys. They would turn on, and I would take out the batteries because I thought the batteries were defective already, and the toys would still turn on. And then eventually I got rid of those toys. Now, later on, my wife and I...
Slow down. Don't just go over that quickly. That's Toy Story, right?
Yeah.
That's the movie.
No.
Yeah, I think it is. I like how he's just very quickly said, I took the batteries out, and it still happened. Then again, my wife and I want to tell another part of the story.
No, it's like, was it a toy spaceman and a toy cowboy? And it feels like this is the plot of Toy Story, Jesus.
Separate from that, when my kids were like about...
Wait, you're moving on. You're not answering the question.
Jesus, what are you hiding?
we moved out of that place.
Oh, my God.
Seems a little drastic.
We left. Yeah, we started hearing, my wife would hear voices that I was calling her when I wasn't home. And then she would tell me later that, no, it wasn't me calling. I was not even home. And then I would hear her voice when she wasn't home. So and my kids would also come running to us. Yeah, Dad, when, Mom, what do you want? And it was like, we didn't call you. And then we started talking to each other before we got in the house. If you guys, little kids, if you guys hear anything, like us calling you, unless we're in front of you talking to you, then respond to us. Otherwise, it's not us.
That's good parenting. Are you sure your wife just didn't want a new house?
No. I'm telling you, I heard her voice too when she wasn't home. I was hearing her voice that she wasn't home for sure.
Do you guys smoke marijuana?
No, not at the time.
My man.
Uh,
So did you move into a nicer house, a better neighborhood?
Yeah, we lived in that house for about like 10 years, and we moved out, and we live in a home that's not like that anymore.
That's not like that anymore, meaning haunted?
It's not haunted, right?
Okay.
That place, we left it behind us. Yeah.
Now, did you tell the people, the realtor that you were selling the house to, whoever got it next, don't have toys laying around?
No, it was at my parents' house. They rented out to other people, and we just we brought a priest there to bless the place.
Oh.
And after that, priest blessed the home, the apartment. That stopped happening already. That didn't happen anymore.
Why didn't you stay in the house then after the priest did that?
We outgrew the place. We had 3 kids, and my wife and I were 6, and there was just 2 rooms, and we outgrew it. We had to move out.
I asked
We
too
left.
many questions.
I'm kind of curious about how you approached the priest to bless the home. Did the priest think you were lying to him?
The priest, I just would ask him one day, hey, and it happened to be he was by the Vatican trained to exorcise, to remove spirits and things from people and from places too. And he said, well, I'm going to stop by and just don't talk to them. Don't say bad things to them. Some people do engage. Just don't engage them. Sometimes they're spirits that are around that just need to move on.
It was good luck. He caught the priest doing all of his ghost drills that afternoon. He's like, hey, while you got this stuff out, why don't you stop by my home?
Oh, and he was very serious about what he was there for.
Oh, I believe it. He came in from Rome to do this?
No, he lived over here in Chicago at St. Paul's Parish on 23rd and Hoyne.
Got it.
So I knew him by going to church, and he's the one who married my parents too a long time ago. So, and then when he left, I told him, by the way, you're the priest who married my parents. He looked at me like, kind of, who are you now? But that was what happened.
It's a hell of a story.
I think I know too much about Jesus now.
I know just enough. All right, well, glad
I listened to your show. I like your show.
Oh, well, good.
Good.
We like you.
Thanks.
All right, Jesus, have a great day, buddy.
You too. Bye.
Yeah. Hey, Kenzie, you want to follow that guy? Want to follow Jesus? You're on the air, Kenzie.
Oh, hi.
So it's Brian and Kenzie here on Q101, and we were very concerned. Kenzie didn't make it in at the right hour, which never happens. She always alerts us every 3 seconds if we have to, if something's going on. And she's on her way in right now. So.
Yeah. I sure am, Brian. This is actually, I don't know if our boss Marv spoke to you. This is my new schedule. I just get to come in around 8 every day.
Good Lord.
This is not happening.
And you know what? The sad thing is I believe her.
Oh, she can negotiate.
This
that,
is exactly
absolutely.
what's going to happen. I believe it. She's on the phone till 8, and then she comes in and then leaves by 9:45.
And you also have to come in an hour earlier now.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Add it on. We can do that.
Well, somebody's got it when it's not going to be me.
So, first off, the fact that we just did there, you're a big ghost person, and it said that houses that are haunted, that when they're researched afterward, they have high levels of carbon monoxide in them. So they're basically saying you're dreaming everything. Do you buy that?
No, ghosts are real. I told you this.
I know, but have you seen one that you want to talk about? Like Jesus had a great story there about the toys coming alive without the batteries in the toys.
So I didn't see one, but I heard one. And you may be like, but listen, wait. So I was at our house in North Carolina, which was definitely haunted. We used to find like horseshoes and stuff around the house, even though there wasn't a bar in there. Like, I was very colonial-esque, okay?
Very much so.
I know. And one day I was home alone, and I shouldn't have been because I was in like 4th grade, so I don't understand why nobody was home. But no one was home. My mom took the dog on a walk, and I went to go take a shower. And all of a sudden I heard these really heavy boots, like clomping around the floor. And I'm like, Dad? And they stopped. And then they started running towards the door, like fast. And I got so scared that I popped the screen off the window and I jumped out of the window on the 2nd story.
What?
In 4th grade, I jumped out.
Did you get hurt?
I don't know. I didn't die from a ghost, I know that.
Oh, yeah, break your femur, die from a ghost choking you. I don't know.
Okay. But that thing was coming for me. It was a Casper, I'll tell you that. It was really nice.
What did the ghost look like?
I don't know. I jumped out of a window, Brian.
Oh, that's right. You just heard the ghost. That's right.
But what happened is my mom got home from her walk with the dog, and she locked the whole house up, so she was mad at me. She was not concerned at all, but she was pissed off. And she made me climb the tree and climb back through the window so I could unlock everything. But I was like, but there's someone in the house. And she's like, too bad, get your ass in the house.
That's good parenting.
Yeah.
That's good
That'll teach
parenting.
a lesson.
Yeah. Hey, Kenzie.
Yeah, I'm just crying, climbing a tree. Yeah.
Yeah. How's traffic? What are you on, 290?
I am on 290. It's a little light because I'm not quite in the heart of it right now. But there's a police officer right in front of me that's pissing on my speed party. I'll tell you that.
All right, Kenzie. We'll talk to you soon. I guess that means she may or may not make Clash with Kenzie coming up in about a half hour here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. But we'll let her get the full story. I guess she kind of just told it. Boss, those are her new hours. I buy in it. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, 10 minutes away from another chance at the golden ticket here on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, we are about 7 minutes away from 7 a.m. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And that is your next opportunity for the golden ticket. Your chance to get into everything Q101 does for an entire year. Thousands of dollars of free concert tickets. You are set up. Your agenda is taken care of for a year. Think about that. Let that settle in, that all of your entertainment, your music entertainment taken care of from Q101. And your qualifying prize at 7 is Alt J tickets at the Salt Shed. Case tells me what the first one sold out so fast that they got a second show already going on?
Yeah, first show for All J at the Salt Shed sold out in minutes. They added a second show. That is the show that we're going to get you into. This is a band that's been around for quite a while now, and I've never seen them live, but all I hear is how good they are live.
Yeah, you will see them. So we'll give you that text keyword at 7 a.m. First, it's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. The fight between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg hasn't been confirmed. Unfortunately, it has been confirmed that the fight won't be to the death. Tiffany Haddish is making a documentary about women who date homeless men. It stars Roseanne Barr.
Oh, jeez.
Jeff Bezos bought a $68 million mansion in Florida. This is how rich he is. He bought it as a second residence for his money.
Okay.
And today is National Tattoo Removal Day. But don't worry, middle-aged white women. That jumping dolphin you got on your lower back 30 years ago now almost looks like a droopy cartoon smile. This is not headline news.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.